Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 13 of the Image Comics of Transformers. Now as you know, we're pretty much up to issue 13 that tells the origin of Starscream, how he got his name, and how he joined the Decepticons. So the cover mainly has a badly damaged Starscream, so let's get on with the story. It starts off how, it takes place during one of the issues where Soundwave seizes command of the Decepticons and basically axes off Starscream. And turns out Starscream actually survived, and we get a flashback to when Starscream was once known as Urchtar, which was basically his original name by Jim Shooter when working on the concept of Transformers. And we see how his friend Genvo says, "Urchtar, they only come once every 200 years. "I know that. Come old friend. It's my last night on Cybertron. Let's make it one to remember." And of course, they mainly fly off, head to Moonbase 2, wanting to see one of the Guardian robots. And we kind of see how they talk about the war and the fighting, and turns out Genval has mainly joined the Decepticons. And we see how even back when he was still younger, Urchtar was basically a bit more kinder, compassionate, and understanding. And they see, one of the Guardian robots, Omega Supreme. Now, it's heavily implied, at least in the G1 cartoon, that the original Guardian robots were meant to be more drones and everything else. This implies that Omega Supreme was the final product and a bit more of a advanced model. And we see how, Urchtar wants to do something amazing. And we see how, after breaking in a restricted area, we see how he wants to do something to be remembered for, and him saying, "But I want them to see us. I want them to see me." And of course, activates a flare and causes a big explosion. And we see how, Starscream waves to Omega Supreme, and they also wave to Starscream. And we see them saying, "By the spark, they waved! They saw us! They saw us! Hey, you kids! Run! Get back here!" And of course, we see how, Jetfire has to kind of go to find other planets and resources, knowing how dwindled it's going to be, setting the whole events of the whole Void Riders comic and up to the first issue of Transformers that I did cover, and mainly says goodbye to his friends. And we see how, Starscream will continue his work, and Genvo goes back to joining the Decepticons. But we see how something happens. Urchtar basically sees Genvo with Shockwave and a different version of Blitzwing. A big explosion happens. And we see how, Genvo says, "Urchtar, this way, we must hurry. Genvo, what's happening?" "My work." And of course we have to see they have to quickly make a break for it. But we see how Genvo ends up getting shot. And this is where, Genvo makes a joke about Starscream's potential name, that he screamed at the stars. And, Urchtar's crying for his brother's death. But we see how he sees the other Autobots, Optimus, Bumblebee, and Road Blaster. And we see how Starscream wakes up, is about to be burnt to a cinder. And we see how some people working for the company Mars takes up Starscream's body. One of the guys leading the team wants to use it for their own personal matters. And we know where this is going to go. This is going to be this guy piloting Starscream's body, making a powerful mech suit. And we see how, back in the past, we see Urchtar looking back at Genvo's body, saying, "What's left for me now? What am I going to do?" "You can join us. You can avenge your friends and your clan." You can be a warrior of the new Decepticon Order. And yeah, Megatron transforming into a gun-like device, saying, "Tell me, young one, what did your brother call you?" And this is where he says his name. "My name is Starscream." And yeah, this is Starscream taking his name, and his red eyes symbolising that Starscream is going to become the man he's going to be, and knowing that Urktar is dead, and Starscream is going to be his new persona. And yeah, this is the story. So I think this one is pretty enjoyable. You do get a sense before the war Urktar was a good guy, and you got this sense because of what happened at the wall, what happened to Genvo, and now seeing everything around him now lost, it's clear that Urktar was going to be too far gone to be helped, and the point of Starscream, his name, and his leadership skills was meant to show him being too far gone to be helped and saved. And in life, yeah, if something happens to people around you, they can end up being too far gone, corrupted, or lose sense of their morals, or end up being far gone to be helped and saved. And I think when a writer has to remind you how the real world works, they're just giving you a heads up before any unnecessary problems kick in. So this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.